Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I'm not joining you via video today. This is Johanna Erlandsson. I'm the head of communications at the faculty. Today we're going to have a morning meeting about the new career support that we have here at the faculty, and I'm handing over to Eva Ågerberg soon. But before that, if you have any questions for Eva, you can write them in the chat, and I will help ask them to her at the end of the meeting. Okay, so I hand over to Eva.
Thank you very much, Joanna, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this morning. I need to be able to share, Joanna.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, nothing is working this morning. I'm so sorry about this. I'm trying to make you the host here, but...
Okay, so what I will be presenting is work that we have done regarding career support, where we have balanced the faculty's missions and the end users' needs. So some background first. In about 10 years ago, the faculty started the Career Center, which was originally support for postdoctoral fellows. And this was at a time when we didn't have postdoc positions in the way we have today. Then this support was expanded to also include PhD students and others who do not have a permanent teaching position. And the Career Center is not a center in an organizational sense, but a name to make it clear that there is support in matters relating to career development. And when the management office took place last year, the new management team, it was an opportunity to review the operations and map the needs again. And the Career Center offered group and individual activities, for example, seminars, workshops, mentoring program, and individual coaching. And some activities were conducted together with future faculty, MDR, that's the Medical Doctoral Student Council, or MedCool, the pedagogical unit at the faculty. And a working group and a reference group were appointed. In the working group, there were two heads of department, Thomas Dejeborg, who represented experimental research, Patrik Midlöv at the Department of Clinical Sciences in Malmö, who represented clinical research, Saima Ansal, representing researchers that do not have a permanent teaching position, Emma Idman at the faculty office for administrative support, and then myself. In the reference group, we had representatives from future faculty, MDR, and student representatives. And what we came up with was that the faculty needs to have seminars and workshops on various themes aimed at a broader target group. And previous activities that were well attended and were considered important, those we have kept. And then we have made some new activities as well, which I will come to soon. And previous activities aimed at a narrow target group have been redesigned to target a broader audience. And I will come to this in the next few slides as well. And as before, some activities are still planned together with future faculty, MDR, or MedCool. So over to what the group came up with. First, Career Center has changed its name to simply Career Support. And as a group, we identified activities that we categorized into these 5 themes: navigating an academic career, navigating funding and grants, navigating the organization, navigating career beyond academia, and navigating a sustainable working life. And what you see now is a screenshot from the web page. So if you go to the web page, you can click the links, and there you will find text, you will find links, and information about seminars and workshops. And the communications office has made info boards that we will use when posting the activities, and each theme has its color. So if we go to the 5 different themes, this is navigating an academic career, where the purpose is to support the faculty's researchers to improve their competence within the framework of their task, or for a new task, such as a teaching position. We offer seminars or workshops like application for docentship and teaching portfolio, and those the faculty has had for some years now. We also plan seminars on knowledge transfer together with LU Innovation and LU Venture. And we have a seminar with information from the Readership Appointments Board, Lärarförslagsnämnden, which also has been given before. And then we have a new seminar on collaboration with actors outside academia, in Swedish Samverkan. And I would like to highlight this seminar that we will have in August. And compared to some of the other activities that we have, this is more for senior researchers that are already established. But of course, if you are an early career researcher, you are welcome as well. So this workshop is on strengthening research through collaboration. It's a hands-on workshop that we have planned together with LU Collaboration Office. And it will be an engaging workshop on the exploring the what, why, and how of collaboration. So if you're a researcher and if you want to collaborate with actors outside academia. So it will be meaningful and goal-oriented cooperation. And it's all about implementing research that contributes to improved health and societal benefit. And as stated in the program, we have 3 of our strong and esteemed researchers in different fields who contribute with their experience. So please go to the faculty calendar and register if you think this sounds interesting. The next theme, navigating funding and grants. The purpose is to support the faculty's researchers in writing good applications and gaining a good understanding of the opportunities available. And the theme includes grant providers aimed at a broad target group. Examples of seminars and workshops are the VR support program and ALF seminars, which have been provided before as well. And new for this year is a EU seminar together with research services at Lund University. And this is a workshop that we had in May, and we plan to have, this was a seminar, then we plan to have a follow-up workshop after summer. And as you may know, that LU Research Services, they do provide support for researchers if you apply for EU funding. But this initiative from us is that they come to us. So it's an intermediate phase to strengthen and facilitate researchers at the Faculty of Medicine to apply for EU funding. So stay tuned for announcements about upcoming workshops after summer. Navigating the organization. The purpose of this theme is to inform and support primarily newly recruited researchers on how the organization works. And it should be a broad approach with various perspectives. We will have digital information about Lund University and the Faculty of Medicine, such as links and recorded material. And this is under development, so there will be more information. And one example is how overhead costs work. This is a question that we often get. And a planned seminar is Navigating the Academic Jungle that aims to complement the onboarding process by the international office, the departments, and the research group for the researcher. And this was supposed to be a seminar that we would have a couple of days ago, but it's been postponed, so that's why I wanted to bring it up. So a new preliminary date is November 6th. It's not out in the calendar yet because it's just a preliminary date, but it will be out as soon as we know, so stay tuned for this. And there you will get information on how to start a research group, so you will be able to pose questions to people at a department. So I think that will be very helpful if you are planning to or about to start a research group. The next theme is navigating a career beyond academia, where the purpose is to clarify and highlight career paths in the life science sector, and that is both in the industry and in the healthcare sector. So if we look at the first example here, career exploration, that's a lunch webinar series. We have had, for example, on quality development in healthcare. And in September, we give this webinar from PhD to high school teacher. And in this, you will meet Cecilia Eriksson, and she holds a PhD in neuroscience. And then she entered the teaching profession. So she was first a teacher at a senior high school, and she is now the principal of that school. And she will share her journey and insights. So have a look in the calendar and sign up if you are interested to attend this lunch webinar. Some more about this theme. We had a seminar in April called Unlocking Careers in Pharma. And this was a seminar that we planned together with LEAF, the Trade Association for the Research-Based Pharmaceutical Industry in Sweden. And the program covered different aspects from an overview of the pharma industry to different roles that you can have within the industry, such as scientific research, but also regulatory work, medical communication, commercial market access. And it was also an opportunity to explore different career paths and listen to real career journeys from people that have successfully transitioned from academia to industry, and some have also gone back to academia. And this was a very appreciated seminar, well attended, based on the evaluation from the participants. And we have a meeting with the group in June to discuss how we can proceed. And hopefully we can offer this again. So stay tuned for this. What we also plan to do is group coaching, which we call Should I Stay or Should I Go? And this will be co-designed with future faculty. As some of you may know, we previously had a mentoring program called MentLife, and a decision was made to pause participation in MentLife because the assessment is that this will only benefit very few, and the faculty will in the future invest more in activities that provide a broader impact. In addition to group coaching, we will have workshops on topics such as what you need to know to work in the industry, how to write your CV, and different networking opportunities, both on site and also online. And these workshops are the result of a workshop that we had with mentees and mentors of MentLife, future faculty, and MDR. The last theme, navigating work-life balance. This is a new theme with the purpose to offer seminars to meet the need to find a work-life balance and promote a good working climate to strengthen both individual well-being and the organization's long-term sustainability, productivity, and collaboration. Examples of seminars, workshops here are well-being in academia, stress management, and intercultural communication. And these seminars and this whole theme, we believe, attract a broad target group at the faculty, including researchers, teachers, and technical administrative staff. One such activity was this workshop that we had in May. And as you can see from the intro here, Desiree Dickerson said that as researchers, we hold ourselves to incredibly high standards, driven by a desire to excel, to contribute meaningfully, and to maintain our competitive edge. Yet perfectionism and imposter syndrome can quietly erode our confidence, cloud our achievements, and take a toll on our well-being. So the focus of this workshop was to take a step back and reassess these pressures and discuss how to shift from working harder to working smarter, creating a sustainable habits that support both success and well-being. This was also very liked by the participants. So we're looking into options how we can have this workshop again. And this is the timeline for the work with the faculty's career support. The working group and the reference group had most of their work autumn last year. We then drafted the operational plan for the career support, which was signed by the Dean in March. I presented at DLR, and that is a meeting with the faculty management, heads of departments, and student representatives, and got some input from them. An article was posted on the Intramed News in May, which some of you may have seen. And then I presented at the faculty board meeting early June, and today at the faculty morning meeting. And during this time, we have planned and implemented activities. And as I have mentioned, some of these we have had before, and some of them are new. And in an operation the size of the Faculty of Medicine, there will always be a need to prioritize resources, not least in the difficult financial situation we are in. And the reorganization of the career support, where we have reprioritized our resources, results in savings of approximately 1 million Swedish crowns.
För det kostar ju mindre än om vi bara Ja, visst. Men inte ensam har till båda.
Ja, kanske ska.
Please mute, whoever that is talking now, please mute. I can't see.
And at the end of 2026, the operational plan will be followed up and revised as needed to ensure that the activities are up to date and relevant. And of course, we do this after each activity as well, that we assess the activity. Thank you very much for listening, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Okay, thank you very much, Eva. And again, I'm sorry, I'm not able to put my video on, so I hope you can hear me and work without having a face to put to the voice. So the first question we got here was, why is it so difficult to transform a self-financed TA position to a self-financed teaching position? If you're employed as researcher but have assignments as teacher, you don't really have any further career path.
I mean, I'm not really sure about the question, but you can't make a TA position into a teaching position. Then you have to apply for a teaching position.
Yeah, it said you're employed as a researcher. That's not, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that a TA? That's a TA position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you have to, if you have such a position, then you have to apply for a full teaching position.
Okay,
but
so
it is difficult. Yes. Yeah, you have to do that. And as a researcher, you have you're on external funding mainly, whereas a teaching position, you have some faculty funding in the position.
Yep.
Okay.
So another question here. Is there anything for other groups of TA staff that you have planned here? Or?
At this point, it is that theme about work-life balance, I think, mainly. So that has been the focus of this working group. And then I know that Lund University, they do provide, for example, different types of courses and leadership courses that you can attend as a TI staff.
Yep. So some of these courses are quite general. So is this these seminars and courses open to people from other faculties as well?
It's mainly for the Faculty of Medicine, but I think if there are spots left, it's possible to sign up, and then if there is room, we can have people from other faculties as well. They arrange their career support in different ways than we do. So some of the faculties have their career support from the department, so not from the faculty. So I have reached out and asked whether we could do some of these seminars together, but given that they organize it in a different way, it wasn't possible to do.
Okay. So what's the ratio of activities for junior versus senior staff that you are planning?
I can't really say that, but I think that as you probably see, many of these seminars and workshops do reach out to early career researchers, but like the workshop on collaboration, Samverkan, that is definitely something for senior researchers. And if we look at VR support program, if we look at ALF seminars, and we also plan to have to organize peer review support for those that apply for Forte or Formas as well. And that is also for early career and oops, now there's an echo, and more senior researchers. And I think it's, I mean, when we have these, when we announce these seminars and workshops, we will provide, this is mainly for, let's say, postdocs, like one of the seminars that I presented, but you're welcome to join if you're not a postdoc as well. And in some cases, we will not write the target group, but it's up to you to decide whether it's something for you and if you want to attend.
Okay. You mentioned future faculty. How do you work with future faculty?
Pernilla Carlson, who is the career coach at the faculty, she works closely with the future faculty. So they have meetings together, and some of the activities are planned together with future faculty. So they meet on a regular basis, and that's an established collaboration that we have.
Okay, thank you. Are you planning seminars on how to become a professor?
No, we haven't. We discussed that actually, but it's not that many people, so that's a smaller target group. And I think what we discussed in the group, that if you're at that point, you do have people around you in your environment, in your group, and at the department that you can use as a sounding board for that process. And it's also a very clear process. If it's a position or a promotion to as a professor or adjunct professor. So if you're in that stage, do contact your department, so the head of the department, to ask your questions on the process.
We got a comment here from one of the people at the career centers saying there are recurring seminars for applying for teaching positions, including professor.
Yes,
So,
that's true.
the general
yeah,
application. Yeah.
yeah, but not about writing up the application
Specifically, no. Okay, I think that's actually all the questions we have today, and it's almost 9 o'clock now. So unless anyone else has a final question, I think we can end this meeting. And next time we meet is in August, when we have our first morning meeting on the 28th of August, and we'll come back to you with what the topic will be for that meeting. So thank you very much, Eva, and thank you everyone else for joining, and see you again after the summer. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.